Hello students, I am Sunil Ranjan and I am an English teacher. Now in this session I have come with In the Kingdom of Fools by A.K. Ramanujan. And the first question is, what are the two strange things the Guru and his disciple find in the kingdom of fools? And the answer is, the first strange thing the Guru and his disciple find in the kingdom of fools is that everyone is awake at night, till their fields, and run their businesses and go to sleep as soon as the sun comes up. The second strange thing is that the cost of everything was the same. Now, question number 2. Why does the disciple decide to stay in the kingdom of fools? Is it a good idea? And the answer is, the disciple decided to stay in the kingdom of fools because everything was cheap there and all he wanted was good, cheap food. According to the Guru, it was not a good idea because all were fools and it would not last very long, and it was not certain what they would do in the future. Now, question number 3. Name all the people who are tried in the king's court and give the reasons for their trial. And the answer is, the people who are tried in the king's court are the merchant whose house was burgled by a thief on whom the weak wall collapsed and killed him. Another was a bricklayer who had built the wall which was weak. The next was a dancing girl who had distracted the bricklayer with her jingling anklets by walking up and down on the road where the bricklayer was laying the wall. The next was the goldsmith who had not completed the dancing girl's order on time, so she had to go to him a dozen times. The next was the merchant whose house had been burgled because his father asked the goldsmith to finish his order first, delaying the dancing girl's order. Since the merchant's father had died, the merchant had to be executed in his father's place. The last was the disciple, because the merchant was too thin to be executed at the newly made stake, and a fat man was required to fit the stake. The disciple was very fat, so he was caught to be tried in the court. Fine. Now, question number 4. Who is the real culprit according to the king? Why does he escape punishment? And the answer is, the real culprit according to the king was the merchant, although his father was the real murderer. So, according to the king, the merchant is the real culprit. He escapes punishment because he is too thin to fit the stake. Now, question number 5. What are the Guru's words of wisdom? When does the disciple remember them? The answer is, the Guru's words of wisdom were that they had come to a place where all were fools and they should get away from there. When his disciple did not want to leave the place as everything was cheap there, the Guru said that one did not know what they would do in future. The disciple remembered his Guru's words when the king's servants found him fat enough, as ordered by the king, to fit the stake and be executed. Now the last question is, how does the Guru manage to save his disciple's life? And the answer is, the Guru confused the king by convincing him that as he was the Guru, he had to be put to the stake first, and then his disciple. The Guru and his disciple pretended a fight with each other to be the first to be executed. The king was puzzled to see their behavior, The Guru took the king aside and whispered to him that the stake in his kingdom was the stake of God of justice, and it was new, as it had never had a criminal on it. Whoever died on it first would be reborn as the king of that country, and whoever died next would be the minister of the country. They had become sick of their plain and simple life, so they wanted to die to be reborn as king and minister. The king did not want to lose the kingdom to someone in the next round of life, as he needed time to think, so he ordered the execution postponed for the next day. He talked with his minister, and both agreed to go on the stake themselves to be reborn as king and minister again. The king ordered the executioners to put the Guru and the disciple to death at night. They disguised themselves as the Guru and the disciple and were executed. In this way, the Guru managed to save his disciple's life. So, my dear students, the answers are over, and if you have subscribed to my channel, fine. If you haven't, I suggest you to subscribe to my channel so that you get more and more in future. Thank you for listening.